Hey everybody. Well, we're just gonna take a quick walking tour of Kent Narrows, the hip spot of Kent Narrows. I've been meaning to stay at this high place. It's pretty nice but fairly expensive. It's probably $200 on the weekdays and $300 on the weekends. One of these nights I will. There's the Kent Narrows Bridge, the background. Ahead of us you got Shore Tackle, which is probably owned by the Fisherman's Inn. They've expanded a bit since they've been here. This restaurant is almost 100 years old. And it used to be just a restaurant here. I'm not going to take you inside. You know, in fact, I did an inside tour. If you go back on my timeline, quite a little bit, but you'll find it. I could link it. They added a lot of area with their crab deck. This is the crab deck here. Sorry, the restaurant I think is, yeah, the restaurant is actually straight ahead. Just had a lovely dinner across the way, across the Narrows, just on the other side of the bridge at Harris's Crab House. And I had a great fried rockfish sandwich. It was delish. It was big and thick and flaky. Really, really good. Really fresh. Really fresh. Tasted like it was caught, you know, today or yesterday, and it very well probably was. Now the restaurants, you know, okay, the Fisherman's Inn is a staple. Like I said, it has been here almost 100 years. Really, really neat. But the rest of the restaurants on this side, okay, you know, right behind the Hyatt place, and maybe we'll walk around to it if we can. Somewhere back in this direction is Bridges, and then let me see, there's Big Owls, there's the Narrows and the Jetty, and these are all sandwiched pretty close to each other. And on this side, they're kind of the hip restaurants, if you will. There's the Best Western. I almost stayed there last night. It is actually $100 on the weekdays, which is as affordable as it will ever get. In a place like this, kind of, you know, really touristy area. It's not the beach, it's the bay. But things are nonetheless still pretty pricey around here. And it's not a hole. For $100 you get a you know, a decent hotel, a clean room. You know, it's 2 stars, so they don't have, like, you know, full-on amenities. No, you know, 24-hour concierge. But it's a good place, and it's $100 on the weekdays. So I'm gonna try to pick this up a little bit. Now, if I went through the Fisherman's Inn, and I'm not gonna because I didn't eat there tonight, I could have just walked along the dockside, I think, but I'm walking around on the street and sidewalk instead because, well, I didn't eat there, and I go through the lobby, someone's probably gonna ask me if I need a table. So there's old Route 50 out there. There's a marina here. Of course, there are marinas all over the place. See those boats there dead ahead. No, the lighting's not great. But I did switch cards, and I'm back to using the GoPro here because it does a little better in low light than my new crap ass phone, pardon me, but Really not happy with it. I wish I spent some more. Got something a little better. So we're coming up on the jetty. Lovely young ladies leaving the jetty. Again, that's a hip spot. Those boats there. I don't want to walk in here because it's after hours, and this is definitely the hippest of the hip spots, by the way. So you'll find more singles, more 20s, 30s, and some 40s, and a handful of 50s, I guess. Directly ahead is the Hilton Garden Inn. Fairly expensive, you know. It's not the Ritz-Carlton, it's not an arm and a leg, but it's not cheap. Probably I'm just gonna say maybe 160 on the 160 on the weeknights, and maybe like 220 on the weekends. That's just a guess. Okay, yeah, I can walk around here a little bit. So this is the jetty.
But right now, I studied for like 5-6 months, looking at all the used ones online versus
So this is the happening spot, and they're also open later. Here, you'll get a little peek. I'm not going to go on through. I was debating one more drink before I hit the road, but I'm good. Might pop a top on the way back. Covering the mic because the music's really audible, and they're actually playing Billy Joel. It's funny, I just got done telling you it was the hip place. It's really baby boomer music, but whatever. It's like someone trying to get some bait fish. And there's Bridges. Bridges is a really good restaurant, and while they have good seafood, they also have a lot of items that are not seafood, you know, probably stuff like, I'm just guessing, you know, pasta, short ribs, stuff like that. People fishing. And that's about it, guys. Just give you a little look-see. Sorry, the wind really picked up. You can see inside Bridges a little bit. Listening to frickin' Billy Joel, please. Huh. It's a beautiful restaurant. They're all pretty much beautiful restaurants. All really good, really fresh seafood. I mean, as good as it gets here on Kent Narrows. That is absolute. You cannot get bad seafood at any of these places. Alright guys, till next one.